Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, this is a special one today. See, I got a little surprise down here in this case down here. Well, you know, it's just a regular old Roadrunner case, nothing special. Got a few stickers on it, you know. But what is inside is extra special. See, I got a little surprise. I had a guy call me up, named Mike, called me up. He says, "Hey, you fix guitars? I got a guitar that needs setting up." I says, "Yeah, that's what I do." He said, "Okay, I'm going to bring you this Strat I got." You know, okay. Everybody's got a Strat. Well, this guy's got a Strat. Let's open this sucker up. You get on here and get this one. Hey. Get the next one. And the last one. Guess what we got in here? We got something extra special. Are you ready? Whoops. Uh-oh. What? Man, look at that. You know, and we just had a green iridescent like that. Oh man, look at that goldy gold. This here, that's my dryer. Oh, what have we here up here? Well, that says Fender on it. Let's take a look at the back. I already had a look at it. I was surprised. When I turned around, pulled it out of there, and I looked around, and I saw this right here. What does that say? That says, if I can get it in there, it says Fender Custom Shop Designed. So do we have a custom shop here? It's got a few battle scars on it. Look at that. See, man, it's got a battle scars. Got one right up here. But looky, this is kind of what gave it away. Look at the back of that neck. Yeah, it's got some burl wear. And another thing that I seen too, I was looking at. I don't know if you can see it in this light. But there's looking like somebody took a piece of 80 grit after the back of the headstock, because it's got some big old sand scratches in it. But, you know, it's got the stuff on it. Let's turn it around so we see the front here real good. Check out, look at that. That says Stratocaster on it right there. He's got the slide-in tuners there, you know. She's looking good. She definitely is looking good. We'll give this a setup. Look at the front of it. It's all yellowed and stuff like that. But they did that at the custom shop. I don't know what year this is or anything like that. But you know, we got the old and the nice and kind of, it's got some age to it, looks like. You know, it's got a few battle scars down there. You know, but she's looking good, looking good. We're gonna take it over. We're gonna give it a nice setup, see where it's at, and get it playing the way it's supposed to be playing. You know, sometimes they need a little love. You know, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it over the bench. We're gonna give it some love, and you know, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time, you know, showing you what I do to this and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to kind of make it quick. You know, there's not much to it. You've seen it a million times. It's just going to be, you know, we'll get this one done. We'll get it, you know, maybe we'll play it before and after. I don't know. We'll do something with it, but it's going to be a nice one. Look at it, it's beautiful. My first custom shop. All right, let's go over to the bench. Yep, she says Fender Custom Shop Design. That's what it says on it. It's hard to see. But yeah, I really think it is. I got a sneaky feeling. I mean, it doesn't have a nice case with it and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe when we take the neck off of it, we'll find out what's going on underneath there. But you know what? It's you know, as far as I can tell, it's looking pretty convincing. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there could be no chips in it or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But there's no serial number on it, so that's what kind of gets me. So maybe we'll look in the neck pocket, see what the neck pocket says, you know. There's anything going on in there. but it kind of looks like it's got some custom shop type relicing on it, you know. You know, the part where they take after it with a side of a screwdriver or something, you know, and this over here they scrape it with a knife a couple times. But you know what? It's looking pretty good. And I can't wait to get into it. And we're going to go here and support our neck a little bit. And I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take some strings off this. And I'm basically just going to explain what we're going to do, because I'm not going to show everything, you know. I've done enough videos like that. And first of all, I'd just like to say that, you know, I've been at this for quite a few years, you know. It's been about 4 years I've been doing this, and I still have not gotten to 1,000 subscribers. And it sure would be nice if everybody could kind of rally together, and you know, I'm at 895, something like that right now. And it would be nice if everybody could kind of come together and, you know, get me to 1,000. I try to give the best content I can. You know, I try to take guitars that nobody wants, nobody loves, and, you know, they forgot about, and they, you know, they don't think it's worth nothing, and make them worth something, and make them play nice, and make them be nice for somebody, you know. And, you know, I might not do things like Stu Mac. No, my name ain't Stu Mac, and I can't afford to get all them fancy schmancy tools and stuff. Maybe I could, you know, but I don't see the need for it, because what I'm doing, I'm getting good results. I don't care if you guys think that I, you know, don't do things right, or don't tape off the fretboards, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't know. You think I've had some comments where people say, hey man, this guy is just ruining guitars. And, you know, that's not the case. I do these for customers. This is a customer's guitar. He's paying me to do this. And when he gets his guitar back, if his guitar ain't right, he's going to let me know. So I have to make sure that it's right. Now, I'm not going to tape off this fretboard, because I'm talented enough not to mess up this fretboard, okay? And it's wood. You know, you know, we don't need to be so scared and paranoid that we're going to mess something up if we don't do it just like old Stu Mac does it or something, you know what I mean? It's not like that, you know? I've been doing this for quite a while, and I know what I'm doing. And, you know, it kind of hurts me when somebody just says, hey, you know, he's a hack, you know? He doesn't know what he's doing, you know? Well, you know, I think I do. And when I get done with these guitars, every note on this fretboard is playing perfectly in tune. It's got good action, it's playing good, it's looking good. It's better than the day it came out of the factory. Now, I don't know if this custom shop's going to be better than the day it came out from the custom shop, you know, but I'm hoping that it's going to be as good, and maybe a little bit better. Maybe it will be a little bit better. Who knows? I'm hoping that it's going to be playing better for the customer, and I'm sure it will be. So I'm not going to go over all the little details and everything else like that. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to change this thing out. We're going to do the things that we usually do, and we're going to make it. It's not going to look any better. It'll look cleaner, you know. It'll be cleaner. There's nice strings on it and stuff. Maybe we'll clean things up a little bit, but the look that this thing is going for is the look that it's going to have. It's going to play nice. This trem is going to float nice. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. So let's get on with it. Tell you what, I'll be right back. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the strings off of this, okay? And then we're going to come down here and we're going to make sure that all the tuners and everything like that are turning good. Everything's good and everything's tight and everything's right down here. And we'll probably give this a little bit of a cleaning. What is that? Yeah, it's even got some marks down there in the end there. I thought that might have been cigarette burns or something. But yeah, you know, we got some relicing down there. Anyways, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get these all tightened up right there. And then we're going to go around and we're going to tighten up the strap buttons and stuff like that. Make sure that's good. And then we will be on to taking care of the body here. So when I get done with that, I'll be right back. Alrighty. We went ahead and took the strings off of it. And as you can see, I've taken the screws out of the output jack here. So we got that hanging. And that's kind of one of the nice things about these relic guitars is I really don't have to worry too much about, you know, scratching it up, or I don't want to scratch it or dent it or put any, you know, but you know, I'm not really too worried too much about that kind of stuff. But we went ahead and put the tightened up all the screws in the back of the tuners. Tuner screws were all loose. I mean, not loose, but they were kind of stripped out. So we went through, put a little piece of wood in each one of them, and put the screws back in there, and now they're in there like dynamite, the way they're supposed to, you know. And they got a nice firm feel to them, all of them do. That's the way they're supposed to be. Anywho, I think the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take this pick guard off. And I've already taken the screws out of there. I've already taken the trim out too. You know, it's got the regular Fender, you know, it says Fender on the saddles there. And, you know, it's your modern 2-point trim. So, you know, you can kind of tell this might be a little bit older custom shop, but I don't think it's really that old one. So I'm not sure. There's no serial number unless I see something underneath here, which I'm going to have to get in there. But anyways, I done taking out that shop. We took the screws out of there, and then we're going to take this pick guard up. What do you think? Is it going to be nice and shiny underneath there? Is it going to be looking just the same as it does? Yeah, it looks just the same. But anyway, we're just kind of going to get this. What we're going to do is we're going to turn these around like this. Get it up here, right here. And we're just going to kind of eyeball things, make sure everything's the way it should be. You know, they always have real good wiring. They got the real nice stiff cloth wiring in them. And I think what we're going to do, anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to get in here, we're going to clean these pots out here. We're going to spray a little bit of the our pot cleaner in there. So we're going to turn those back and forth real good, make sure they get all clean. We're going to go in here and check out any kind of cavities and stuff like that. And then we're going to put this back together. We're going to put the screws back in there. We're going to check these connections over here. Just making sure things are kosher underneath this pick guard, you know, that there's no surprises. And then after we get done putting this back together, we're going to take the neck off from the body. Back in a minute. All right. That's my hair on it. We went ahead and put the pick guard back on it, put the output jack back on it, and now we're going to go ahead and take the neck off of it. We're going to see what we can find underneath there. All right, so we're going to support the neck a little bit right there. In fact, you know, we can lay this sucker right down. That's how those are made. All right, so we can go ahead and lay it right down here, and we're just going to go ahead and take the screws out. And we're going to want to make sure we keep these in the same holes. So we're just going to kind of take it out all together. And we'll see what's going on. Maybe we'll find something underneath here. We'll have a serial number. Check down. Should at least have a date or something. These screws. That's one thing that I don't like, is when screws don't go through the body. I like the screw to go through the body and then into the neck, where it's, you know, where it's getting its bite in the neck, not in the body. Because if it's not right, it won't. Well, I want to pull them all out. Oh well. They look like they're all the same size, so we're not going to worry about it. I'm going to take the plate off. You can see the other side of the plate. No, looks like it's been relicked a little bit. All right. Let's flip her over. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, no harm, no foul. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got on the bottom here. Oh, looks like we do have a... look at that. We got a serial number right there. I'm not going to read it off to you either. And let's see. It looks like we have some kind of a date code right there. I don't know what that is. But we're going to take a closer look at it. And down here in the pocket, we have a little bit of stuff too. Where it says, looks like it says TM, and then I don't know, it's hard to tell. But yeah, I think we are onto a real custom shop guitar. You know, the serial number looks like it's in the inside of the neck here, and I'm just gonna kind of cover it up for a minute. You know, everybody getting all kinds of any ideas. But look at that right there, and then she got a, what that says. I'm going to get out my, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit closer look at this with my magnifying glass. Be right back. All right, I took a look at the stuff on the end of this, and it looks like it's a Mexican Strat. So it's a new, yeah, what I forgot to put the date down on there, didn't I? It is from May 29th of May 2014. May 29, 2014. Right there. So it's a 10-year-old Strat. 11-year-old Strat. You know? Custom shop. So anyway, we got the body and the neck apart, and we're going to go ahead and set the body aside here before we do any more damage to it. Or drop it again. We're going to set it over here in a safe spot. Towel underneath of it. There we go. Now we're going to take a look at this neck. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over this neck and check it out. We're going to try to get it flat. We'll see how if there's any spaces see if the frets are level. We're going to probably dress up the frets just a little bit on the ends. I do feel a little bit of fret sprout. We'll probably go over it and polish the frets and just, kind of we'll do our neck setup and stuff like that. And so when I get done with that, I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. And I've done everything known to man to this neck here. And man, she sure is looking good. It is nice and shiny. We've polished the frets with the Dremel. Polished them so they're real nice and extra smooth. We had to do the fret ends just a little bit. They were just a little bit of sharpness in there. This is a 2014, so it's had a little time for it to expand and stuff. We conditioned the fretboard. We leveled it. We leveled the frets. We crowned the frets. We polished the frets. We did everything we can to this thing. We went over the whole neck, went over the back of it and stuff, make sure that it's extra smooth. We did the tuners and stuff. We went in and we had to put a little piece of wood in each one of the screw holes there because they were all just, barely biting. Now you got to have some good bite on those. We cleaned it up real nice, made everything look beautiful. It's doing real good. We went through the body. We went through, and Mr. Screw. Right there. We went through the body. We went through all the controls. We cleaned all the pots. We cleaned the switch. We went over to make sure all the wiring was just right. We tightened down the output jack here, made sure that was good and tight. We got the screws all down tight. We tightened up the strap locks and stuff like that. And now it's time to put the body and the neck back together. So we're going to get out the screws for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember our nice little Fender Custom plate. Oh yeah, can't forget about that. Now one thing I do like about Fenders is that you can lay it down like this. Lay that end down just like that right there. See? You can lay that down like that, right on top of each other. Right. And then you can take your plate, put your plate right on there. Drop your screws right through. Like that there. Get out our big screwdriver. Got me one of these flip around screwdrivers. Kind of flipping the glue here, Get all them right down in there like that there. Get them started. We'll just get each one started. We don't want to tighten down each one, right away. We get it tight, we get it down there. But we're going to get this back together. And then we're going to put the trim in it. And we'll be about ready for some strings. And, one thing I had to do. I know that I'm going to have to reset the relief on this. Once it gets strung up and everything is set, and I think I got it all good, I'm going to check the relief, make sure it's got enough relief. Okay? In order to check the relief, in order to adjust the relief, I had to get to the truss rod thing, which is down at the end of the neck. So I gave it a little bit of relief before I put the neck on. So I'm hoping that the little bit of relief, a little bit of tension I took off the neck will be enough to give a little bit of relief, just the amount I need to be perfect. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. Here's one of the little tricks. What you do is get this sucker just where it's about ready to be clamped down, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to get it right down in there. I'm going to push down on it so it's down in that pocket good. And then I'm going, well, I guess you can't really see, can you? Alright, you can look at me. Alright, now I'm pushing this down in the pocket, and we're going to go ahead and just tighten these right up here like that. And I'm not really tightening them down quite yet. Make sure I got everything sort of at the same tension, and then I'll tighten them down good. It's kind of like putting a cylinder head on an engine, huh? There we go, right there. Wham! Alright, so we're doing good. Look at that beauty. Looking good. And you know, you say, oh, what's all that yellow stuff on there? Who's that? That's like, they do that. That's called relicking, I guess. Make it look yellow, make it look old. And you know, I guess the plastic would, you know, yellow and stuff like that, but who's to say it would yellow like that? I don't know. But it's kind of cool, you know. Alright. We're going to put the trim back on it. That's what we can do right here. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit. It's not real dirty. I'm just going to take a brush after it. And we'll get that in. We'll get the springs back in. And we'll get some strings on it. And when I get done with that, I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and purveyor of beautiful guitars, this one here's all done. And I'm getting some funky light off my light, but it's done. We got it all. We went ahead and we put the strings on it. We stretched the strings real good. We intonated it so that it's all intonated. We radiused the strings so that they're the same fretboard radius as the fretboard. We set the pickup heights and stuff like that. You didn't have to do too much with that. We adjusted the truss rod so that we have just a little bit of relief in there. And we got it all tuned up. We took the block out of the back of the trim, so we got the trim all ready to go so that it's going to be, it's down, but it's going to be able to float if you want it to. It's where it should be. And we've got this thing where it's looking pretty good. You know, there's nothing left to do to it except for put that back cover on there. That's the only thing we got to do still. Put that back cover on there, and we'll be all done. Tell you what, I'm going to put the back cover on it, and then we'll give it a try. What do you say? Be right back. Alright, I got the plate back. I got the cover on the back there. But there is one last very important thing we must do. It makes this official. Now, you know, this is a Fender Custom shop guitar. First custom shop guitar I've ever worked on. Okay? And it has been a real pleasure. It has been a pleasure. It's been a real honor. But you know what's going to make it even more of an honor? Is put the old MOJO shop guitar sticker on the back here. See, we'll put it right here on the back where it's loud and proud. Put one right here, here on the little corner, just like that. And right there. Let's see if we can get that right so as you can see it. Oh, and so there you go right there. It says MOJO shop guitar sticker right there on the back. It's official. This beauty is ready to go. It's a custom shop. It's been taken care of. It's had everything known to man. I mean, the neck is ooh, smooth. He's going to notice that neck right off the bat. And I'll tell you what, we're going to take it over. We're going to put it through we're going to play it through the tube amp. Put it through the good one. Hey. So we'll be right back, and let me go take care of that. All right. Well, here she is, folks. Thought I'd give you a quick look at it before we give it a whirl, see what it sounds like. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. It sounds good. Look at that. She sure is looking good. Old custom shop. All right, what do you say we get a little here of it? Alrighty, folks. Here is that beauty, man. She sounds good as she looks. She's going to play a simple little G chord here. Clean. That's all the way down. Let's hear the pickups. This is the neck, or the bridge pickup, the neck pickup. Okay, then in the middle. Or the fourth. Now there's the middle. And then the last bridge. Say hello.
What's up?
Hey, Mike's at that custom shop. Let's hear what you sound, see how you like it.
Just got it MOJO 5.
Oh yeah, baby.
Plays great.
It was a pleasure. That's my first custom shop through the MOJO shop. Does that actually feel alright?
Yeah, some of it has some buzzing and stuff going on up here. That's all gone.
Oh
The
yeah.
neck feels great. The fretwork feels awesome. Yeah, couldn't be happier. This is great.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's been my pleasure. It really has. It's really just new.
Yeah, no, it's solid. It rings out. It's got more sustain. The neck feels great. Whatever you did with the neck right here is just awesome.
Just, you know,
Frets feel great.
it needed a little love. That's all it needed.
Yep.
You know, just need a little love.
The nut's been shaped, so yeah, it looks
Yeah,
great.
everything looks good. Yeah, I
Feels
appreciate it.
great.
Yeah, it was a real pleasure, you know, and I hope it's going to make a real nice video, so.
Awesome.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for watching MOJO Shop Guitar. Please like and subscribe.